So I've compiled a small list of things to do while we're living in this uncertainty.
While we're flattening the curve, what are we going to do?
While we're trying to flatten the curve. Yeah. So my big thing is, and I came, my car, machine, and tool team this week, I feel morally and ethically responsible to keep them on top of all the things that I'm hearing among my top level peers in manufacturing. I'm hearing a lot of insight. But the number one most profound thing that I can tell my team at Car and the Metalworking Nation is stay positive. Stay positive about this whole thing. We live in the wealthiest and the most powerful country in the world. That's definitely an advantage. We're not in a third world country where there's a pandemic overcoming it. Exactly. We don't have the resources to handle it. There's a lot of smart people in this country. We've got money, we've got power, and we will be fine. Yeah. So stay positive, even though we're going. And
there's a lot of opportunity that you can find in a challenge like this.
Absolutely, absolutely. So do minimize your exposure by limiting group meetings to 10 people or less. That's, goes without saying.
Yeah, we had to tell our 9 guests not to show up today.
Yeah, we did. Sure. Stay away from vulnerable people, like people that are sick, people that are 65 and older, anyone that has been traveling to the hot zones like China, Korea, Italy, France. Right. And there's even a hot zone in New York City right now. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, it's somewhere that there was an attorney that was traveling through Grand Central Station, and I think he infected like 20 people they know of. So stay away from those hot zones. And then the list of don't things to do is, again, by staying positive, I don't want you to panic. Yeah. Don't panic. Don't cry. Don't go into a corner. Don't cry. Yeah. It's going to be okay.
Yeah. And there's definitely some panic around our shop.
Is there?
Yeah. And, people have like borders around their cubicles and things like that, like don't enter. We got signs on, and I think a lot of that is just good precaution, but, for the most part, it's business as usual. We've got to make some changes, but we don't want to freak out and have our mind like not even be able to be present with our work. You know?
What about the shop floor? Because you've got how many people are on the shop floor?
Oh, geez, I don't know, maybe 60, 70 shop employees.
What if one of those laborers, the CNC machinist that's in your shop, gets infected? What are you going to do?
Well, our HR
do you have a protocol?
Is absolutely all over it. The whole company's getting emails like every single day on if this, if that. Okay. And of course, if anyone's showing any symptoms, they're not coming to work.
Oh, they can't.
So,
no.
Yeah. And, I don't think anyone at our company who could be a candidate, as far as like traveling internationally or around someone else who had it, I don't think there's one case I can think of. The people who did travel internationally, like me, got tested. So, we're making some changes. There's no travel right now on airplanes.
So all of your salespeople,
no one is using any planes. No one is going overseas. We're even limiting like regional travel. So, yeah, we're making some shifts with how we work. But no, I don't think people are panicking too much for the most part at our company. I'm really proud of how our team has handled it.
Cool.
What about your guys? I mean,
so good question, and thank you for asking. Yeah. So we're about 8 people total. So we feel as though that we're really controlling our environment that we work on. We're practicing social distancing, at least, 3 feet, but we are limiting the amount of visitors into our facility.
You almost didn't let me in today.
I almost didn't let you in, but no, of course you had to be here, and you just got tested. And so anyway, we do have a sign stating that we are limiting the amount of outside people into the facility. And the other thing too is we feel as though that we one of those manufacturers that aid to medical and military, which is there's a verb that I can't think of right now. Essential. We're an essential.
Yeah, sure.
So if we're an essential manufacturer to the medical and military, I think there's no way they're going to shut us down.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. So I heard like it could live for up to 3 days on surfaces, like plastic surfaces. So with you're supplying to some of these companies in medical or military. have they put any sort of restrictions on you guys for how you should ship things or what you can ship or when it can ship or anything like that?
I have not seen those protocols yet across in my emails.
So
or
business
at all.
as usual for the most part.
It's pretty much business. I mean, Nick, I don't know what's going to happen next week, but I do know that I have not seen those protocols
sure
put into place.
Yeah, by the
yet.
time this releases, everything could be different, right?
It could be a lot different, and that's only Monday, right? So another thing too, and I shared this with my car team here on Wednesday, is don't make quick decisions. My dad always used to say, if you can hold off making a big decision, you're probably going to put yourself in a better situation.
You say that all the time.
I do.
And
it's
you know
true.
What?
Have
it
you
is
ever,
true.
Did you? I hope you thought of me when I told you that.
Well, yeah, because like remember my commitment to the leadership at Making Chips is I'm gonna take a day when something happens. I'm gonna take a day and think about it, and then come and talk to you guys.
And
I've already know it. Not even just in Making Chips, but just in my life. There's not. I'm like one of those. Okay, I got to fix this type people.
Right.
It's like, all right, maybe I'll just let it sit. I probably will have to fix it.
Yeah.
But it might fix itself.
It could.
So
it could.
So I try to take a little bit of time to think about my decisions now.
You'll be more prepared to make that decision by holding off before you make it.